Here we go. Welcome, everyone. Glad you're here on this wonderful Sunday before Thanksgiving. Glad to have our wonderful our team together, our music team. So why don't we, if we're able, stand and we'll sing into this day.
Take me to the water and I'll dive right in. I'm ready to let go of everything that's been. I said, take me to the mountain and I'll climb on up. From the highest peak, beauty's gonna fill my cup. I say yes, I say yes. I know all is well. I say yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I know all is well. I said to throw routine right out the door. When I'm scared, I know it leads me to something more. Widen my gaze and see all there is. Take a leap of faith, I'm gonna find that bliss. I say yes, I know all is well. Yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I know all is well. All right, let's throw that routine out. Throw routine right out the door. When I'm scared, I know it leads me to something more. Widen my gaze and see all there is. Take a leap of faith, I'm gonna find that bliss. I say yes, I know all is well. All right, let's sing yes one last time. Yes, yes, I say yes. I say yes, yes, knowing all is well. I say yes, I say yes. I say yes, 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 knowing all is well. I say yes, I know all is well. I say yes, and now you all say yes, we know all is well. I say yes, come on, we all say yes, we know all is well. Good morning, everybody. Take a minute to greet some of those lovely faces out there. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. invite any of the kids who are here with us today up to the stage to meet their amazing teachers while we sing them out to the classroom, which is outdoors. Might be indoors too. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's not bad out there at all. All right. Well, we're going to sing Hooray for the World. Come on up, kiddos, if you want to join there. They're coming, some of them. All right. Here they come. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. We got Mother Nature and the human race.
Ooh, I say what Wanda says, and that is wow. Look at you all out there. I'm Heidi, Practitioner of the Day, along with Leo and Kit, help with meditation, and we're all in this together as practitioners. I just am realizing this is my last time up here with Dr. Andrea, not for good, but as the two of us. So we, like you, are going through all kinds of feelings about that. One of them is, sad. And one of them is really excited about what's next for her and what's next for everybody else. In here, it's going to evolve and grow. But one reason I'm telling you this is what we do with our difficult challenges is take it to prayer. And we're always telling you ways to do that. But we practitioners, we pray for the center, we pray for each other, we pray for Dr. Andrea. And of course, we pray for you when you ask us to. So you're always welcome, and we're always ready to do that. So join me in this prayer this morning. Breathe with me and know that we are all breathing the same air in this center, in this community, in this world. Through all of time, we have breathed the same air. And here we are. It's such a miracle to be alive and in our human bodies and right here, right now. And I say, how amazing is this life? And I want to stay in my heart, the center of it all. And keep breathing and keep opening my eyes to the wonder that is everywhere and to the miracle that this life is. And I am ready for it. I'm ready for the challenges. I'm ready for the discomfort. And I am ready for more, awake and conscious and so thrilled to be here and to be alive. So thank you, great gratitude, great spirit in all of you. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love. With these eyes I will see, with this heart I will be, opening wide, turning inside. I am listening. With this love I will lead, with this grace I will breathe, deepening peace, fear I release. I am ready to receive. Spirit, know my name. Call me home and light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we do. Let love be our legacy. With these eyes I will see, with this heart I will be, opening wide, turning inside. I am listening. With this love I will lead, with this grace I will breathe, deepening peace, fear I release. I am ready to receive. Spirit, know my name. Call me home and light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we do. legacy. Spirit, know my name. Spirit, know my name. Call me home and light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we do. Let love be our legacy. Let's just have our voices. Spirit, know my name. Spirit, know my name. Call me home and light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we do. Let love be our legacy. Oh, Spirit, call my name. Call me home and light these darkened days. Oh, Spirit, show your truth in all we do. Let love be our legacy. Let love be our legacy. Let love be our legacy. Yes, let love be our legacy.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, yeah, gotta get my notes out here. Notes. I'm the old-fashioned person. I don't like to bring a laptop up here or an iPad. So I've been talking about, and this is the last Sunday of the month, I've been talking about wholehearted living in a broken-hearted world. And so I couldn't leave this topic without bringing in one of my BFFs, Jack Kornfield. He doesn't know that. So if you meet him, don't say anything. In fact, I was at a Evolution of Psychotherapy conference a couple of years ago, and I got into the elevator, and he was there. And so I moved to the very back of the elevator. It was just us. And I finally said, "So you're Jack Kornfield?" He said, "I am." And I said, "I just want to thank you. I used a lot of your material in what I do." And that was it. That was all I could get out. And fortunately for me, he got off on the next floor. Always afraid of famous people. I always have been. Anyway, so the topic is the wise heart. And the quote is this. Maybe you can relate to it. "The world is full of pain, uncertainty, and injustice. But in this vulnerable human life, every loss is an opportunity either to shut out the world or to stand up with dignity and let the heart respond." And that's Jack. And that's Jack. And that's me. And so what pulled me into that quote was the acknowledgement that although it would be lovely if it was all sunshine and light all the time in our personal lives and in the life of the world, it's not. You may have noticed. And understanding what to do from a spiritual perspective has been a saving grace for me, is to take the teachings of the science of mind and to apply them in all the ways that we express as sacred humans. And it's super easy to do that when everything is going well and you just won $35,000. it's not so easy when the candidate that you wanted didn't get elected for president, or the person that you've loved for many years is now saying they don't want to be with you, or you went to the doctor and the doctor said, I have some bad news, or it goes on and on, on and on and on, right? And so actually spiritual practice is designed for those moments, not the easy peasy ones. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about what has helped me. And so, when I'm going to start with the story. Shocker, right? But it's a story that I absolutely love. I also love this woman. If you haven't read any of Rachel Remen, Naomi Remen's books, they're wonderful. She's a physician who trains other physicians in how to work from their heart, which is a good teaching. And so this is one of her stories. For the last 10 years of his life, Tim's father had Alzheimer's disease. Despite the devoted care of Tim's mother, he had slowly deteriorated until he had become sort of a walking vegetable. He was unable to speak, was fed, clothed, and cared for as if he were a very, very young child. One Sunday, while Tim's mother was out doing the shopping, Tim and his brother, then 15 and 17, watched football as their father sat nearby in a chair. Suddenly, he slumped forward and fell to the ground. Both sons realized immediately that something was terribly wrong. His color was gray, his breath uneven and rasping. Frightened, Tim's older brother told him to call 911. Before he could respond, a voice he had not heard in 10 years, a voice he could barely remember, interrupted. Don't call 911. Don't call, son. Tell your mother that I love her. Tell her that I'm all right. And then he died. Tim, oh, by the way, turn off your cell phones. Tim, now a cardiologist, goes on. Because he died unexpectedly at home, the law required that we have an autopsy. My father's brain was almost entirely destroyed by the disease. For many years, I've asked myself, who spoke? Who are we really? I have never found the slightest help from any medical knowledge. Much of life cannot be explained, only witnessed. I find that an extraordinary story on one level, but on another level, not so much. Because what spiritual practice has done for me is it's made me aware that below the surface of the storyline that is perpetually like a reader board going through, I wish it was the stock market, but it's not. It does have bad news in it and good news, but it's a storyline that goes rolling around all day long, and sometimes even in my dreams. But below that, when I connect to my spiritual self, there's something else there. There's a presence, if you will. And that's how it feels to me. It's like there's a presence, a vast, incredibly loving, brilliant presence that is simply holding all of it. And, honestly, I don't really care what we call that. You can call it God if you're comfortable with that, or, in my Sangha we call it Buddha nature, or you could call it the Tao, or you could call it the mystery, or you could call it nothing at all. It's just there. And it's something beyond our constructed reality. You know what I'm saying? It's like we construct reality out of the stories we tell ourselves and the stories that we've been told and the stories we involve ourselves with. And that's what actually keeps our reality looking the way it looks, is the stories we're imbibing and then believing. But that's not actually reality. That's our constructed reality. There's something more that's behind all of that that is completely untroubled by any of that. Doesn't change its nature, doesn't go up and down, doesn't have up and down. It's just there. And when I begin to shift my awareness or my attention from experience to the spacious consciousness that is everywhere present, what begins to happen is I move from my head, where the stories live, to, for lack of a better word, to the heart space, where wisdom resides. And sometimes even lower into the gut, where there is an understanding at an even deeper level sometimes. And in attending to something other than the spin that my mind wants to generate, and dropping into a different place of awareness behind the stories, if you will, so that the stories are still running. They always will. That's what I've realized. In meditation, what I've realized is I can be in the most deep, calm, serene, contemplative space, and way back there somewhere, there's chatter going on. I don't know who they're talking to, but they're back there in a form of therapy called IFS, Internal Family Systems. Maybe it's my family. That's a horrifying thought. But, something's going on back there, but I'm not there. I'm with the unconstructed reality, the one. And in that place, there's just this incredible ability to encounter the world with dignity and with hope, with trust, without fear. That's really the truth for me, is like, as I've been able to be in that place more and more, and trust me, this is like, I'm talking at most, maybe like 3 minutes at a time, maybe. I've got the meditation timer set for 20, but it's kind of like constructed reality, unconstructed reality, constructed reality, stories, oh yeah, unconstructed reality, and back and forth until the bell goes ding, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Because even a nanosecond outside the box of the stories is this powerful place of just being present. And really, that's the place where we all long to be. That's the place where that phrase, the peace that passes all understanding, came from. That's the place where people talk about this unbelievable joy in the midst of sorrow. Like, there's this place, and we all want it. You want to go there? Show of hands, right? Would you take a nanosecond? I would. And of course, try to stretch it longer. Try to be attentive to when we're there. So I actually have realized that being lost in thought is actually the only true lost I experience. All the other times when I think I'm lost, I'm just discovering a way. But in the stream of story, I'm lost. I'm gone. I'm not there as my sacred, expansive beingness. And so I brought you a poem. You've heard it before if you've been coming. One of my favorites. Of course, I say that about every poem I read you, because they're all so good. But this one is by David Wagner. And I first heard this from David White, and I thought he wrote it. So for years, I credited him with this poem, and then I realized, oh, it's not him, it's David Wagner. Thank you, David Wagner. You're another one of my BFFs. It's called Lost. You can relate. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here. And you must treat it as a powerful stranger. must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen. It answers, I have made this place for you. If you leave it, you may come back again saying, here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or a bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. I love that poem. And the part that always, the whole poem, if I broke it down for you, we'd be here an hour. But for me, one of the things that this poem is speaking to is using the forest as a metaphor for that unconstructed reality that we walk in all the time. And in that unconstructed reality of presence, of spirit, of whatever you want to call it, we actually can't be lost. And yet, because we become so involved with who we think we are and what we think is happening, we can literally lose ourselves and not know where we are and not know who we are, is my sense of it. And so every time I walk in the forest, I think of this poem. And when I see a wren, I'm particularly thrilled, mostly because I love wrens. They're just so cute. But also, the poem comes back to me. No two branches are the same to wren. No two trees are the same to raven. And that's another part of what I wanted to talk about a little bit is each of us is drawn from the deeper part of our nature to bring who we are into the world. And if you will, I would call that our lived dignity. This is why we came. Beyond the storytelling that we received from all the people that were trying to keep us safe and try to teach us the rules of the road, there's a dignity that we carry that came from this beyond the constructed reality that we keep getting sucked into. And it is that place in us that in times of deep trouble, in times of the world seeming to have gone mad, in times of our own personal life falling apart, it's that place that if we can learn to return to it, because it is where we are found, then the wisdom that we carry, like a lamp in the darkness, can radiate out from us. And actually, I don't know if you've had this experience. I bet you have. I bet you have too, live stream folks. But it's in those really dark times where my whole life has sort of disintegrated around me in some fashion or way, that I find this indelible, powerful dignity of being that holds me even when I feel at a personality level completely destroyed. And all of us can be in that place, maybe only nanoseconds at a time, but we practice that so that when these awful, awful things are going on, we know that place, and that place responds in those places of destruction. That place is what brings people to help in situations where you would think they'd be thinking, oh my God, I'm not going in there, that's not safe. But they do, they rise up and they show up. And I believe that's what we're supposed to do. I think that's what we're called here to be, is the ones who show up with not the story, but the presence. Because the presence in us knows what to do and what not to do in any given situation. The presence of who we are is what called us into this life. Rumi even says it. He says, let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. And I think, he was walking in presence all the time after he met his teacher Shams. And so he was walking in this awareness all the time. Can you imagine? I can't. I think my whole life would be amazingly different. And so here he's saying, hey, everybody, hey, let yourself be drawn. Let yourself be pulled to the things that you love. Trust that. Trust that. Because that has something to do with the unconstructed reality seeking to show up uniquely as you in this lifetime. And of course, the question I have for you is, do you know what that is? Do you know what you love? Think about it for a minute. It's not hard. But a lot of times we aren't told, pay attention to the places where time completely disappears. Pay attention to the places when you're doing something and you can tell that there's something on board with you that's not you, but is you, and you're in that together. Pay attention to those places where when you're in those places, you feel your most beautiful, most present self. Do you know that place? That's the place. That's like the keyhole that you look through to see your true nature and to move into being pulled by what you really love. And what I really love is spirit. When we're pulled in that direction, we are brought forward not out of our head, but out of our heart space, our heart wisdom. I wanted to make sure you knew that this is not some sort of sappy, be grateful talk, but rather connecting to a power that's different than the power of the mind. It's lovely to have a mind. It's also problematic if it doesn't let the wisdom that we carry in a deeper place come forward. If it doesn't trust it. If it says, no, don't listen to that. That's not safe. That heart wisdom is never safe. Not ever, not once has it told me to do something where I went, oh, phew, that's so safe. No, it's always wanted me to go right to the edge of what I can absolutely feel like I could do and then step out even more. Yeah, that's that. And you have that and I have that. And when we live from that place more and more fully, oh my, life becomes this incredible, amazing mix because we're constantly switching from the constructed reality to the other one. A mix of like, oh my God, and then oh no, oh. So in the initial stages of spiritual practice, we start feeling bipolar. We are in the historical dimension. I don't know if you've ever looked at the cross this way, but it represents the historical dimension where we get caught by the stories all the time. It's where most of the world lives. It's certainly where social media lives. Sorry, if you're attached to that, you need to think about that. But then there's the vertical dimension, the ultimate dimension that intersects us, and we are both. The storyline and something which has nothing to do with that. And where that intersection is, that's where we can begin to practice not feeling bipolar, but rather feeling like grounded. Okay, there's a story going on here. I entered this lifetime, and this is the story that's going on in this lifetime. And there's something more here. There's something more here that I can be a part of. That's what we're here to do. So I'll do a prayer for that. And then we'll go into the rest of the service. I invite you, if you would like, to go get a cup of coffee or tea or a little munchie and come back in here if you would like to ask questions. This is an opportunity, your last opportunity, to ask me spiritual questions. If you would like. And it'll be about a 45-minute sharing. So feel free to come back if you'd like. And if you don't, I will not take it personally, because at the moment, I'm right there. So please know with me, as I know for you and for me. There is an intersection in my life and in the life of all sacred humans between the relative world and the ultimate dimension, the place where presence is all it is. And as I remember this, I remember that what's so beautiful and so powerful is that presence is not distant from me. It actually indwells me as me all the time, so that it's wisdom, it's knowing, it's peace, it's groundedness, it's love, is me. It's factory equipment. I just forgot how to operate it. And so now, remembering again that the presence of the divine is actually resident, I step out of the stories that I've been telling myself about myself and others, and I come to the place where my human self and my divine self meet. And I invite the wisdom at that intersection to guide me. I trust it implicitly. I allow it to speak through me in my intuition, through my heart wisdom, and through my wise mind. And as I allow the presence to guide and direct me, my life is transformed every day more and more fully, so that peace becomes a lived reality. Wisdom becomes the way that I walk in the world. And above all, the dignity of my being is like a lamp shining in me and out from me. I'm so grateful to remember this and claim it again. I'm grateful to know this for you, whoever you are. This is the truth. And so it is. Thank you. All right. Our ushers today are Heather and Janet, and we thank them ahead of time for coming up. I am going to invite them to stand right there for a minute. It's okay, you can just stand there. We're going to have you want to go back and sit down for a minute? It's a little out of the ordinary what we're doing. We're in our third week of the Giving Intention program, and just to tell you about it, in case you haven't heard, once a year for 4 weeks, we tell you about what we know moving into the next year our budget will include. And then we ask if you can help us with making that budget happen. So we have been asking if you all, in whatever way you can help the center by filling out a Giving Intention form. I think I have one here. They're online as well, so if you're an online person, you can do it that way. They look like this. They're available at the Ask Me desk. And help us meet our goal. So our goal has been $201,000 for the full year, and that will allow us to do everything we need to do to make the center everything you've always experienced, and maybe even better than that. So I'm delighted to tell you that so far, the first 2 weeks of our Giving Intention program, we've raised $148,000 in pledges. So We only have 53,000 to go, which sounds like a huge number to some of us, including me a little bit. But the way this works is we all give what we can. And the big part about the Giving Intention program is make sure you don't stretch it over what you can do, you know? Make sure it's a real gift and that you can give it monthly or a lot, not a lot, but there's a percentage of people who say, I can give this amount of money and I'm going to give it all to you in January. So there's people that do that. Personally, my financial life has not been like that. Maybe one day I can give the thousands and thousands of dollars that I give through the year in that way, but actually it's very helpful to the center to have it every month. And so we would love you to consider it and to talk about what they do. I've invited Ronna Biggs, who is in the unique position of being a practitioner and a board member right now. So Ronna Biggs.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'll just say there's something about the vortex of the stage right now because I feel myself being teary and I haven't even said anything, but something's up here today, so this is good. So as Dr. Andrea said, my name is Ronna Biggs, and I am a practitioner and an adjunct board member, and I've been attending the center for over 20 years, and my path to giving at the center has had a lot of evolutions over time, but I'll fast forward a little bit to just come up to the contemporary moment. I am somebody who started to tithe at the center a long while back and have been consistently giving at least 10% of my income to the center and some other places over time. And as my income has increased over the years, I have felt very grateful and very proud and very excited to see that corresponding giving to the center increase as well. What I have also found is my purpose for giving has changed and evolved over time as well. And it's been interesting to reflect on that over time. So for me, I love the center, and it has been my spiritual home for a long time. It's been a welcoming place for my wife, Kathy, and me to be together and to be present and to contribute, to be in leadership roles, to just enjoy the celebration of community and beyond. For me, it's everything. It's the music, it's ministers and guest speakers, it's workshops, events, concerts. There's an intrepid group of people that are here every Sunday and beyond to share in community and opportunity with. It's the beauty of the property, the landscape, and for me, this place is really, it's a total package. And I would toss in the occasional baked potato bar. I would toss in Lori's dairy-free carrot cake that pops up. I mean, it's all of these things from the big to the little that for me, I feel like the center is a total package for me. And it's inspired my giving as I think about all that I receive along the way. So I'm finding it's interesting, a little bit of what you were just talking about, Dr. Andrea, with the head and the heart and the soul, because I have an understanding of what it takes to run this center financially, to operate this kind of a facility and all that comes with it, and that influences what I give. I understand what I'm receiving from here, and that influences my heart of giving from that place and the joy and the experiences that I have. But I will tell you, it wasn't until not that long ago that I really felt an even different shift. And I think that's coming from that soul place you were talking about, but the place where I felt like, oh, and everyone deserves an experience like I'm having. Everyone deserves an experience like I'm having. And that really deepened the place that I'm giving from in a very different and meaningful place to know. I'm getting teary, sorry. I want everyone who comes to our center to feel like you can walk in and feel safe and feel loved and experience the joy of community in all of those different ways, in whatever is meaningful to you. So for me, giving has been a deep spiritual practice, and I'm truly, truly grateful And I thank you.
I blame the teariness on Heidi. All right, now you guys. Don't be embarrassed, I forgot to. So, what Rana said, just so beautifully, thank you for your contributions today. The contribution of money is always deeply, deeply appreciated. But you know, what's even more powerful in our community is that and the love that we bring by attending, by helping, by being part of something a little bit larger than our personal lives. So I hope you will always keep coming and always be blessed to be part of this community. All right, you guys.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day for love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. This healing, this healing, this healing love. This healing, this healing, this healing love. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
So you're so fortunate. We don't have the announcements to show you on the screen, so you just get to listen to me. And live stream people, you have them. So you already heard that I'm going to be doing a spiritual Q&A after the service. We're going to take a little break and get the room set up a little different, give you a chance to go get some food and some beverage, and then come on back if you'd like. If no one shows up, okay, I'll just go home. But I thought it might be a nice opportunity for us to ask spiritual questions. It was recommended by one of my students to do that, so you're welcome to do that. The other thing that's happening December 7th, which is a Saturday, that I'm inviting you to consider coming to, and if you do want to come, please sign up. It's totally free. But, you know, we are a community. We are going through a transition. And not only that, but some of us are going through our own personal changes. And this is a workshop that meets from 10 to 2 that is directly teaching about how to work with change. And we're intentionally doing this. This is the third, fourth time this has been presented because we want all of us to be ready to really embrace the change that the center is going through and hang together and know how to be resilient and open to the newness that's coming through and not resist it. So we'd love you to be a part of it. You just bring your lunch, and you need to sign up because there's materials we provide. Our facilitator is Cindy Clay. Where's Cindy? There she is, right in the front. So we'd love you to come. Sign up for that if this is something that would assist you in carrying the community into the next really expanded experience, or if you're going through a change in your own life and would like to know how to work with that. And then you heard that the sound team there is looking for a couple of volunteers, and so is the coffee team. And the coffee team Have you enjoyed some of their snacks? Have you enjoyed the coffee? You might want to help. Otherwise, there might come a Sunday where there's nothing, right? Not really. But they are, really so present on Sundays, and they're a hidden element that makes everything so wonderful. So if you'd like to join the team, there's a sign up at the Ask Me desk. And then I'm doing a thing that I do every once in a while, and this is the last time I'll do it, but I hope we'll continue, which is we make care cookies for the unhoused. And these care cookies are a recipe that we received that is really high protein, high fat, that gets people through a day when there's no other food available. And so we're going to be making the cookie dough on the 2nd of December, which is a Monday from 2 to 4. We realize some of you work, you won't be able to do that. So we're wondering if you could help us in a couple of different ways that might work for you. Can you bring ingredients? The ingredients are not cheap because we want them to have protein powder in them and things like that. So there's a sign-up list with the ingredients, and if you can sign up for that and bring them to the center either during the week, or if you're a student of mine during class, or next Sunday would be the last Sunday before we're doing the dough making. We would really appreciate it. And then if there are some of you that are willing to take the dough and bake it at your house and bring it back, why would we do that? Well, we're making a lot of dough, first of all. And second of all, our oven is really not the best here. It's kind of one of the last things that we're going to replace when we think about expenditures. It's okay, but the last time I made carrot cookies in it, it burned 2 whole batches. So it's like, okay, no. we'll take them home. So if you can sign up to take dough, you would come, I'll have the dough here, and if you can't come between 2 and 4, just let me know when you can come, and I'll make sure that I make that available to you. And then you just bring it back the next time you're here at the center, or the very next day if you'd like. So that's happening. And then I get to speak one last time at the Spirit at Work breakfast, which is coming up on December 4th. I can't believe I'm saying December. This breakfast is designed for people who are running businesses. So if you are a massage therapist or an entrepreneur, or you're in the midst of being a manager for a company that you are part of, you own a business of some sort, the Spirit at Work breakfast is meant to be a place of networking so that we all know what each other are doing, and also a place of supporting. So you are encouraged to sign up by registering online so that we have enough food for the breakfast for you. It's a sliding scale in terms of what you can afford to pay for that breakfast. And I'm going to be speaking about the atmosphere of your business and how to up-level it. Because you may not know this about me, but I've actually run 3 other businesses besides being a minister and know a lot. So I'm going to be sharing about that on the 4th. And then last but not least, once a month on the 4th Monday of the month, Conversations in Consciousness is offered as a Zoom offering to come and have spiritual discussion. It's run by Kayla Schlaviel. If you have questions or would like the Zoom link, you can talk to her after the service. And I think that's probably enough for now. All right, so let's stand if we're able, and we'll sing our way into whatever comes next.
Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Gonna climb this mountain, gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing you down, leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I found. The sky is calling. Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top. One step at a time, one step at a time. 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 Grateful for you all for being here today, and we'll see you again soon. Have a wonderful week.